Hey, quick question for you guys. Is you guys busy this weekend? You guys doing anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cleared it.
You cleared the weekend?
Cleared the weekend.
There must be something going on. This is Red Card Radio. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're listening from. Thanks for tuning in. Red Card Radio is a weekly look at the Premier League from three friends who support different clubs. My name is James. I support Arsenal. With me tonight, that's Brad up top. He supports Chelsea. Down below, that's Sean. He supports Tottenham. Boys, it's finally here. We have made it. The summer is still ongoing. It's still very hot outside, but on Friday, we get Premier League football. How awesome is that?
It is amazing that football is back. Feels good.
And
not only that, I could tell you Tottenham is winning the title. Boys, Tottenham is winning the title.
Yeah, that's not happening, but
the optimism of all three of us at the beginning of the year is unprecedented.
Let's go. We gotta get it out now.
Wait. I have it up here. Hold on just
Don't worry about the sheets. The sheets are from the brain. This is from the heart. We're winning.
Brad's sheets are just from the crack house, so it doesn't matter.
You were the only one to have City winning the league, by the way, Sean.
Well, you also
good. I'm the only one that's gonna be right.
Brad, who did you pick second in the league?
Oh, City.
You effectively picked City to win the league. You for all intents and purposes, you actually picked City to win the league.
So, is that what you and Joel did?
No, I picked Arsenal to win the league.
Oh.
Because I think
City's second there too.
Yes, but your pick is a throwaway pick because you picked Chelsea to win the league.
How was it a throwaway? We're going to see.
How was it?
Chelsea's winning the league this year. And you know what? I can say that because we haven't lost yet.
That's true. Can't wait for this preview episode.
Undefeated, baby.
We'll get to see who Chelsea played this weekend. If you guys are listening to what we're talking about with the sheets, last weekend we recorded an episode where we put all of our predictions down on paper. We have opened that up to you guys in the community. If you guys would like to submit your picks, we picked 1 through 20. We ranked all the teams 1 through 20. We picked FA Cup winner, all the European Cup winners, Golden Boot, Golden Glove, and we had a tiebreaker question this year, which was who do you think will win the English Football League Championship, the EFL Championship? So if you want to get those submitted to us, you can either do it through YouTube comments and or join our Discord. The description's in this video, or the
link is in the description of this video.
What Brad said. Absolutely. What Brad said. And we actually have a nice template in our Discord where you can just copy and paste and rearrange everything. So that's available to you. But we want to get those picks in by Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. It's an hour before kickoff. This is the arbitrary time that Brad has chosen. So that's the time we're sticking to.
That's 1 hour before we go live. Just 1 hour before footy is back.
Yeah, it's true because Brad is going to ask you to do that, and then we're not going to look at those picks until May because that's when we do things right here. But check out that episode. Check out last week's episode. Hit this podcast with a subscribe, follow, like, 5-star review, whatever platform you're listening to, whether you're on the audio or the video. We really do appreciate it. And also, if you could just share it with a friend, all those things really do help us tremendously. And join our Discord, get those picks in, and join the community. We really do appreciate it.
And if you want to know how arbitrary our tiebreaker is, other than the already arbitrary way of picking a winner of a 7-month,
8-month
long season ahead of time. 8-month league ahead of time, picking that ahead of time. We, as a podcast, combined to watch for 2 total championship games last year, and both of them were watched by me.
Well, I'll have you know, I have already watched a half of championship football this year.
Ooh, whoa! We're on pace for hot.
I watched my team Sunderland, my pick Sunderland, get a 2-0 victory away at Cardiff, starting off the season.
There you go.
Really well. The Sunderland to Cardiff trip is probably the longest distance that Sunderland will travel in this calendar year. So they got that out of the way early, and they are at least joint first from a point perspective going into match week 2 in the championship. So,
and last year I picked Sheffield United to win, or Sheffield Wednesday to win the championship, and they finished 21st.
Yeah.
So whatever is the first position, not relegated. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we doing? We got the Premier League. So if you take a look, if you're on YouTube, you can see our bottom line is scrolling. That has just rolled right around. So the first game of this weekend is Manchester United hosting Fulham. Manchester United hosting Fulham, I believe. That's on Friday. Boys, Manchester United had an injury-riddled season last year. Fulham had a kind of up and down season last year, I would say. How do you guys see this one playing out from Old Trafford?
It's very, very. It's interesting because United have bought quite a few people, and they're already starting to have injuries again.
True. They did.
I mean, like Fulham came on hot, and they did just buy your boy Emile Smith Rowe.
True, big true. He's had two goals in 2 preseason games. I'm just saying.
Onana's still in the net. This is at the largest waterfalls in England.
Are you like biding time to make a prediction? I don't necessarily.
I'm thinking through this. These are the thoughts that go through Brad's head as he makes his predictions here. I'm gonna go with a draw to start us off, like a 1-1 draw. Fulham with a late game with a late snatch a point.
No, I think the Dutch connection here. Ten Hag has been assembling the Dutch League All-Stars is what he's going for. With De Ligt, he's got De Ligt and Martinez. That's the center back pairing that got him to a Champions League semifinal. And he's just been signing every former Dutch League player he possibly can.
He's really just
grasping at straws.
Isn't he really just reassembling his former Ajax team? Anthony Mazzari, De Ligt now, Martinez, like he's just
Sandro Martinez.
Yeah, he's just slowly reassembling Onana as well. He's really slowly reassembling his Ajax team.
That's funny. He has five of his former 11.
Wasn't Van de Beek
in the starting lineup?
Wasn't Van de Beek also on that team, and he's technically still a United a United player? So aren't there 6? Anyway, I just don't see a world where Manchester United start this season slowly like they did. I think that they're going to win this game. I think they're going to win it pretty handily. I am maybe the only person on this podcast who doesn't think United's bad.
You're starting your United apologies. It was all last season. United apologists all last season, and here you go, starting it fresh right in August.
They've got good players.
They're not good, man.
They've got
they don't.
And Red Card Radio here, we were founded on the idea that we all hate United, but you just turn into this United apologist.
No,
you turned your back on us.
I think he turned heel when he put host in his bio instead of co-host. That's when he started picking up the Manchester United love.
There is no love for Manchester United from this corner of Annex North London in Western Virginia, but there is a analytical understanding that Manchester United have good players that play football. And this is the 3rd year under Ten Hag, and things are going to start clicking for this team. I don't think Anthony is any good. I think Anthony is going to have 1 assist and 2 goals this year or something like that.
According to himself. Not according to himself. He said, "You're going to begin associating United goals with Anthony, whether it's assists or goals." That's what Anthony says is going to happen this year.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I still just think that this United team is probably too strong for Fulham. I would love to be wrong. But I just don't see a world.
Is Onana a top 5 goalkeeper in the league?
No.
No.
Not even close.
Okay, then they don't have a chance this year. You can't go in with an average goalkeeper and expect in the Premier League to win consecutive, much less than multiple games. Like,
he might
you're
actually.
not going to be successful with.
Where does he rank? He might be like near the bottom.
Closer to 10. Probably close.
He might be closer.
I don't know if he's near the bottom. I don't think he's close to the bottom. I think he's probably around. He's that middle table we talk about. He's 8 to 12.
I don't know.
Is Vicario better than him?
Yes. All the big 6 teams, goalkeepers are better. So
is Sanchez better than him? Both of your goalkeepers.
Raya, Ramsdale. I'll take two from Arsenal. Ederson, Allison, Bernd Leno at Fulham, Nick Pope at Newcastle. Like, and I'm Pickford. I would take Pickford. Yeah, I would take Pickford over Onana.
You got to go Wolves. Sa. Yeah.
Your boy. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. There are good goalkeepers in the Premier League, and
you might be talking me into close to 15 now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like, if I actually pulled up the list and like wasn't trying to remember,
I'm looking
them
down the teams. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah. So,
Amy Martinez.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, Martinez. Yeah. Absolutely. So.
Yeah.
Just saying. What about we've got 3 newly promoted teams this year. We got Ipswich Town. They host Liverpool. We've also got, who do we have? Where are they? Leicester is hosting Tottenham. And who's the other one? Where are they? Why am I? Southampton. Newcastle, Southampton. Yep. I looked at the Southampton logo 3 or 4 times, and I was like, oh yeah, Southampton. And I just didn't realize that because they've been in the league. Yeah, they're back. So we got Ipswich Town. So of those 3 matches, Ipswich Town hosting Liverpool, Newcastle hosting Southampton, and Leicester hosting Tottenham. Which of the newly promoted teams do you think any of them have a chance to getting a win this weekend? And if so, who? And if no, do any of them have a chance of getting a draw this weekend?
I think I'll take this, Brad.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because I think the best chance is Leicester. Only because Southampton have no chance, and Ipswich also have no chance. So some chance is better than no chance, and at least Leicester is playing at home. Well, I guess Ipswich is too, but they're not beating Liverpool. They're not tying Liverpool. Liverpool's going to welcome them back with full force.
Like 6 or 7. Believe. Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be that aggressive, but it's not going to be in question. So the only one that might be, and I still don't think Leicester, even being at the King Power, is going to pose too much of a threat. We were, we had good battles back, close to a decade ago, but we're both 2 different teams now. I don't think there's any. Vardy's not there anymore. Is he retired or is he like in a?
He's still there.
Okay. Vardy is
still there. So the only Stupid 2 face. Left from our good battles long ago is Vardy and Son. That's the only 2 faces left. We're 2 vastly different teams and they just spent a year in the championship. So their roster obviously looks a lot different than ours as we're improving, and they're trying to improve. But I don't think that we drop points at all there. But if there is a chance, it's that one.
They still got Danny Ward from 2 years ago. He wasn't good 2 years ago, but he's still a solid enough goalkeeper. They have Connor Cody. They have Yannick Vestergaard. Solid defenders. They got Harry Winks, your boy.
The fighting Harry Winks. I forgot about that.
And Didi, like McAtee. Like this team, they're not slouches, man. Not slouches.
No. Well, we'll see. It's interesting.
Daka, they've still got Daka. They signed Bobby D. Cordova-Reed. Like I don't think that we should just wholesale ignore Leicester. I agree with you, Sean. I think when you look at those 3 games, obviously Leicester have the best chance at getting points. And honestly, I think Leicester might get points. I don't know if they'll beat Tottenham, but I think a draw is certainly possible in that game.
I mean, look, at home, the first Premier League game.
Yeah. Last
Ipswich
game of
is
the
going to be
weekend.
rocking.
Yeah, but that's an
I'm with
impossible. David
I'm
Goliath.
with you. I don't think
Yeah.
right. Like that would be epic if they pull off even like a draw or something, right? But Kings Power Stadium is going to be rocking. They are back, and I think they are excited to be back. So like, yeah, a draw's possible. It's hard, but it's possible.
All right, guys. I will give you both one guess. The Ipswich Town Stadium.
I already saw it.
Did you?
I did.
15,000.
No,
how
not
big
the
it
size.
is?
No, not. I want you to. What's the name of the ground?
Oh, I got no idea.
Yeah, it's called Portman Road. Portman Road, and it actually holds 30,000.
Like it.
Yeah, it's
30,000.
double what you said.
It's a big stadium. Big stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they were a mainstay through the 90s, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They were a founding father, if you will. King Power holds 32, so that's probably more than Stamford Bridge, or just about.
I don't think so. Isn't Stamford Bridge like
is
38?
44.
Oh, okay.
It's like 44, I think.
Other kind of big matchups. We don't want to.
40.
There is a big matchup that we will wait till the end that we're gonna get to, but a couple other like interesting matchups, kind of even levels matchups. We got Everton and Brighton and West Ham Aston Villa. Either one of those games on Saturday look particularly spicy to you guys.
You were all on. Everybody here was on this Everton hate last year when I was like, whoa. They had 10 points deducted. If they didn't have 10 points deducted, this is a mid-table team. This is a Brighton even team. And now you're like, yeah, that's an even battle.
I mean, the only reason I say it's even at this point in the season is because Brighton fell off so hard last year, and now De Zerbi is gone. And Everton did have a decent season last year, and I don't think I would like to push back slightly on your characterization of the way we dealt with Everton last year. You were trying to say that Sean Dyche was the best manager in the Premier League last year. And that's where we pushed back. I think we all recognize that Everton would have been firmly safe from relegation if and in the low, like in the upper mid table, if they had those 6 points. It was only 6 points at the end that they lost. But that's my only. I would like to get that on the record, is that Sean Dyche was not the manager of the year last year. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that West Ham Villa game is going to be pretty good because Villa will be fresh. They will not have started their European trek yet in Champions League, and West Ham have added some players that they're ready to rock for the season. So it'll be interesting. I am forgetting who took over for Moyes.
Lopetegui.
Take a look at this guy.
Yeah, so you'll recognize him when you see him. He previously managed lots of clubs, but he was at Real Madrid for a season. He was at Porto for a few years, Sevilla. He was last at Wolves in 2023. So he's been around the game for a while. I also had to remind myself, because this is the first match without Moyes. So we've got an interesting Spaniard battle in this match. You got Lopetegui versus Unai Emery in this match.
And they've had a better summer. Holy smokes. I'm looking now. West Ham and Villa have both had good summers. Who they picked up, but Todibo, that was like United were supposed to sign him, but FIFA stopped that purchase between clubs. Let's see. They held on to Kudus, and Paqueta is still able to play. Let's see. And then they added Somerville for the wing, and they added Fulkrug as their striker.
He was at was he at Leipzig or
no? I think Leverkusen. Leverkusen, yeah. And Somerville was at Leeds. He was a baller.
Yeah, I definitely think. No, he's at Borussia Dortmund. Oh, Jimmy, don't hate us. Jimmy, don't hate us.
We didn't say Bayern.
Yeah.
We should be okay.
I am really intrigued by that West Ham Villa game. I think if you just look at it from like last year's like form, you would think that Villa should win it handily. But I think that West Ham was kind of a difficult ask last year for a lot of teams away, and could provide some difficulty. Now, it's a new manager. They might not play like Moyes had. They certainly won't be playing like Moyes had them playing. So it will be interesting to see them.
I forgot they got Onana at Aston Villa. Ross Barkley went to Aston Villa. Wow, both these clubs have had good summers.
Yeah.
Now,
James.
Yeah.
What about this? What about this Arsenal Wolves game? Do you have any cause to fear here?
It's the first time in a few years that we've been at home in the first match week. No, I'm quite excited for it. I think we've had a good summer. We're relatively healthy right now. Right now, the only injuries that we're kind of looking at is Tomiyasu, shocker, is injured, and Jurrien Timber was being managed in the last 2 weeks of preseason because coming back from his ACL, he was having some like load bearing issues on his foot. But Arteta made it out that he would probably be available for selection. No, I'm not. I'm certainly not afraid per se. I mean, Wolves are traditionally a good team, but they, did the Neto signing, is that official?
That is official. He was presented at the Inter game.
Okay, yeah. So losing Neto hurts them. I think hurts Wolves.
They have 46 other players on the Premier League roster.
Yeah. Well, I mean, does that also list children and stuff? Like if I pull
it lists like a couple. It lists.
Let's go back to that for Arsenal and go to squad. Like
it lists a couple of children, a couple of people without pictures because I think they just came over to the team. But they're squad numbers, so. But yeah, no, I don't think Wolves are gonna worry Arsenal. I think y'all gonna smash.
I mean, yeah, I would take a smash. I'm down for smash. So that leaves the big one, I think. We also honorable mentions Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth. We didn't talk about you.
Yeah, that's the relegationer, and then Brentford Crystal Palace is probably level, so because the Palace losing everybody.
Yeah, maybe, but Crystal Palace. Well, yeah, that's a good point. Maybe it is a game.
I mean, they might still have Eze, maybe.
Yeah, but Brentford's getting relegated, right, Sean?
That's right.
But the big one, the big one, and the one that we want to end on tonight is from Stamford Bridge, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in America. We've got Chelsea Football Club hosting the champions, Manchester City. Brad, tell me why Chelsea are going to take 3 points off City just from the get-go.
Because this is the bridge, my guy. This is the bridge.
I thought the bridge was over.
The bridge is not over. We brought the bridge back last year. Vibes were back.
That's true. That is true.
Hold on, I'm scrolling down the squad real quick. Hold on. Neto will be playing. Nico starting. Cole Palmer's getting a penalty.
Tell me something I don't know.
We're gonna win the game 2-0.
2-0.
2-0. Jorgensen gets a shutout.
Who?
Jorgensen. He's gonna be our starter over Sanchez, I think.
Which was that the number 9 goalkeeper that you guys signed, or number 10 this summer?
That was like number 8.
Oh,
or
okay.
Number seven. Yeah. He's been playing more in the preseason than Sanchez was.
Does Conor Gallagher feature in this match?
He'll probably still be in his hotel.
Is he
the hotel owned by Blueco?
Hold on, is he?
They get the rooms free.
Is he still not coming back to?
No, he flew.
He's in London.
On the day that we flew, he's with the children. He's with the U23s.
What an incredible story!
It's madness. At Chelsea, so we will see what happens with this 4 Squirrels roster. should be trimmed down. Hopefully by the start of the season. We'll see how many outgoings happen this week. But no, I think it probably won't be 2-0. That's just me being crazy. It'll probably be like a 1-0 or a 2-1, something spicy.
Do you legitimately think Chelsea can win this game?
Yeah, why not? I think we can have the same scoring output as City.
I'm gonna turn this question over to Sean.
What about your signings this year make you think that your goal output will be any different than last year?
Our goal output was fine last year
against City.
Yeah, we drew.
You did have a 3-3.
We scored 4 against them.
That's right.
And then 2. So yes, we scored 6 goals over 2 games.
All right. Your goal out, you had 77 goals last year in the Premier League.
So much better than
under
Pochettino.
At least 14 of those goals were penalties. I'm just throwing that out there. Because Palmer had like 12, and other players had a few before Palmer started taking them. So I think it was like 14 or so. So you guys got a boatload of penalties. Now, 63 goals is probably still also decent. That's about 2 a game, roughly. Like, it's a little bit less than 2 a game. So yeah, your goal output was fine.
See,
was fine.
Don't ask me about the defense. We ain't gonna talk about the defense. We ain't talking about the defense.
That's where I think you're gonna have a problem in this game, Brad, because your defense has looked abysmal this summer.
Also, City doesn't press.
What?
They trap.
We are same thing as the press.
We're changing the language. They don't.
No. They don't press your back line. You don't have Holland. Holland doesn't press anybody. Are you kidding me? Doku doesn't press anybody.
Well, that's not
old City teams used to.
Hold on.
But those will be your 2 starters.
Hold on, but that's not
Grealish.
That's not the concern. You're not.
Yes, because so if you watched our preseason games, almost every single goal came from a mistake from a defender passing the ball backwards.
Oh.
Or passing the ball. There was lots of mistake goals that happened this summer. And so if you're not pressing, I don't think those issues come.
So you don't think Pep is watching that? You don't think Pep is aware of that and is like, Erling, go run at Battershield. He can't do anything.
I don't think Battershield starts. I hope Battershield doesn't start. Let me say it that way. No, because Holland's not going to do that. It's not what Holland is there to do. So you're waiting for Rodri in the defense to get the ball back.
I mean, Phil Foden will do it.
Holland's there to do whatever Pep tells him to do.
I definitely think that's true, Sean.
Holland is there to score goals.
Holland is not Messi.
Holland's there.
He's a team player.
Yes. Holland does what Pep tells him to do. If he tells him to just look pretty and bang goals, then that's what he's going to do. If he tells him to press, he's going to press. They paid him $1 bajillion. They have him buy his man bun.
They only paid 51 million euros to Borussia Dortmund for Holland.
Yeah.
All 3 of us know that it is not true.
I mean, that is legally what they paid Borussia Dortmund for him. But
what's his wages?
All right. I just don't see a world where City don't win this game. I will be very, very happy if Chelsea take points off City. Because I do think that City are Arsenal's main rival for the title this year.
Me too. I think they're Tottenham's biggest rival for the title this year as well.
Yeah. I think so too. That's why I had them second to Chelsea. So, yeah, any points that City can lose, I think all 3 of us will be happy because that increases our chances of winning the title.
That's right, Brad.
You guys are shameless.
And when you're 10th by Halloween, Brad, then we'll still root for you.
I'm going to get this out of the way now. Chelsea won't be nearly as bad this year as they were last year. They will be much better this year. Don't just wait. You guys,
we were 5th last year. So what are you saying? We're gonna be better than 5th?
Okay, time out.
6th.
I don't necessarily mean your finish. I mean like the football you play on the pitch.
Oh yeah.
You guys will play better football on the pitch, and you will look more threatening. You might not end up with more points. You might finish lower than what you finished last year, but you will be a more formidable team to play against this year than you were last year.
I think so too. I think
that's the point I'm making.
I think if we can figure out our defense, get some like the same people playing in the defense to get them comfortable with each other, I think we get a lot better.
Yeah. Well, that's all we got for you guys tonight. Definitely drop a comment down below. Let us know what you were thinking. Join our Discord. I know this year we haven't been doing the win, lose, or draw. We are going to do that on our Discord. So we're going to put our picks, who we think is going to win what game, who we think, if somebody's going to win it, if somebody's going to lose it, what the draw situation is. We're going to make those picks. We're going to put them in Discord, and we would invite you to also submit some picks onto Discord. I think that would be a lot of fun, but we also don't want this preview episode to get stale and overrun by the win, lose, draw format. So we're trying to keep things fresh. And maybe you guys hate this format and you tell us that and you're like, no, we really liked win, lose, draw. Then let us know in the comments and maybe we'll reevaluate our thinking. But definitely drop a comment down below. Hit the share button. Send this to a buddy or your mother. And hit us up on social media. That guy up top with me, that's at KSBradG. Down below, that's at Whiteheart_Sean. I am at James Tiffany. Collectively, we can be reached at redcard_radio. And our email address is info.redcardradio@gmail.com. Buffalo Wild Wings are still waiting for that sponsorship contract so we can really get that bone to pick segment rolling, guys. Just let us know. But until then, I hope you guys enjoy a lot of football this weekend. I was so excited. It's the best weekend of the year, and looking forward to it. And until then, I hope you guys have a good one, and we will see you next time.